Hello everybody and welcome to Benjamin Magnus Plays Railway Empire, a new railway tycoon-ish game from the makers of the Tropico series, Kaylpso. So I have not played this game yet. I just want to let you guys know going into it, I haven't spent any time learning the ropes or anything, and the reason for that is I really wanted to record the learning experience here. Just go through the ropes and trying to figure out where things are and how the UI works and how the game flows and things like that. So we're just going to pop right on into the campaign here. And it looks like Chapter 1, The Great Plains, starts in 1863. The first chapter takes you to the construction site of the Union Pacific Railroad, which was started in 1863. Tracks were built westwards to establish the first transcontinental line. While you are conquering the vastness of the Great Plains and the heights of the Rocky Mountains with your tracks, you will learn about the basics of railway empire. Thomas Clark Durant, the visionary in charge of the Union Pacific, will assist you. Okay, cool. So it looks like because we are on campaign, we're not going to be able to change up the stats of the scenario at all, but that should be okay. I'm just going to pop right on in.
The rest are just gold diggers who don't have a clue about how this business works.
Okay. So it looks like, because we're in the tutorial right now, we don't get to select anything other than changing our name. So we're just going to go ahead and do Benjamin Magnus. Looks like we can't change the name of the railroad because we're on a Union Pacific kind of thing
I did
going.
an evaluation of the contenders, and I am the best choice.
And I'm apparently going to be playing the Industrialist. I receive 5% higher freight prices. So let's pop on in.
In 1863, on the banks of the Missouri River, the last chapter in the monumental undertaking of the Transcontinental Railroad began. The workers of the Union Pacific Railroad began laying their tracks westward from Omaha through the wild heart of the North American continent. Massive challenges awaited them. Away from all civilization, the country was vast, the weather ruthless, and the challenges tremendously energy-sapping. But there was a masterstroke of modern engineering to be accomplished, to tame the wilderness and to conquer it with steel, fire, and steam. Never before had anything like this been ventured, but the time was ripe.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Clark Durant. Exactly, the head of Union Pacific. We will go down in history as the ones who created the Transcontinental Railroad. And that, my friend, is your job as chief engineer. I can't supervise everything here on site right now, as I have to meet with some politicians in Washington.
Okay.
First, you should familiarize yourself
Thought he was done
with the
talking
basic
for a second
controls.
there. Alrighty.
Move the camera in all directions.
I like
Now test the
look
camera's
so far.
zoom function. You can also rotate the camera. Give it a try. Very
Get
good.
past that stuff.
Now you know the basic controls. Your first task is to create a rail connection between Omaha and Norfolk to the northwest.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Both cities will need a station for this. You already have a station in Omaha, but you still need to build one in Norfolk. To do this, switch to building construction mode.
We got little videos here. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna build a station. All right, now I don't know if it matters if we shift mouse wheel. That's a very bit of a strange rotation, but I'll take it. I don't know if it matters if we build over stuff. Probably doesn't. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that.
Good.
Oh yeah, it just pops the buildings
now the two
out.
stations need to be connected with tracks. To do this, switch to track construction mode.
Okay.
Now plan the tracks between the stations in Norfolk and Omaha. To do this, select the two station tracks one after the other. Then pay for your track planning.
Now, these are the contour lines, so that's telling me where there is a deviation in height. And it looks like it's pretty flat through here. I see 0% incline up or down, so nothing wrong with that. And if I I think I saw a video before. Thought maybe you can grab these and drag them. Let's watch the little video. Simple, the construction is very simple. Like having the snap points, those are cool, especially when you have larger stations. Alright, so it's going to be about 200 kilometers, costs us $58,000, so
Now
buy that.
create your first train so that you can set up a rail line between your stations.
Right.
Initially, your train only exists on paper. It's not much use to you without a locomotive.
Okay, so this is the only one we have available to us. The Philadelphia goes 50 kilometers an hour. What is this? Tractive power. Okay, so if it has more, will probably be able to take slopes easier. This little bitty thing is probably not going to be able to take very many slopes, but we'll just try to keep that incline down wherever we lay lines. Suitability for freight. Reliability, 100%. Passengers, kind of like it. Acceleration's really good. Apparently, I'm not sure what the baseline is, so because it clearly goes over 100%, so let's go ahead and buy that. Well, that's cute. Can't hire in people just yet. So I guess we're done here.
Additionally, each train needs a rail line that passes through all the stations it should stop at. Now join your two stations to the rail line by selecting them one after the other. That's
Simple
enough for
enough.
your first rail line. Now confirm it so it becomes active. Very good.
Cool.
Now you can see the journey your train will take. If there is something to transport, the train will automatically take it.
I like the look of the game for certain. So it's loaded up. Oh, now it's going. Loaded up with meat. Ooh. Right along.
However,
cool.
as each locomotive needs water, sand, and lubricant on its journey, you have to place a supply tower along the route.
Well, that's cool. I like that. So, supply tower. So let's build. And we got a supply tower. So we'll pop that in along the line.
Very good. Your train is now traveling between Omaha and Norfolk. But you can do even more. Each city needs goods from the surrounding area.
Nice.
For example, every city needs corn. Look, there is a corn farm near Omaha. Until now, the corn has made it to the city in the conventional way, but we want to change that.
Okay. So here's
Now
our corn
construct
farm.
a rural train station in the marked location with a corn farm within its radius.
Okay, so we need to build another train station. Let's rotate this around a little bit. And I think the white line's got to be the catchment area. Let's check that. Yeah. Yeah, each one of those has a larger and larger catchment area, but as long as it's green, we should be able to get everything. So just want to try to get it lined up just a little bit. I'm actually going to flip it around. I think it looks better that way. I don't want there to be too much of a bend in the line. Just going to pop that in
Now
right there.
connect the new rural train station to the station in Omaha.
Simple enough. Go here. And we're not going to hit any of that contour, so I don't think we need to mess with the line at all. It's going to be nice and flat, so let's go buy that.
And now things are getting tricky as we have to deal with a logistical problem. As Norfolk should also enjoy fresh corn, there will soon be 2 trains traveling on the stretch of track between Omaha and Norfolk. Of course, this will then result in a conflict.
So we'll need a little, like,
Since
side
trains
area.
cannot travel through each other, you'll need a side track
Yeah.
between Omaha and Norfolk. This consists of 1 parallel track and 2 signals. First, create a side track. It needs to be at least long enough for a fully loaded train.
Okay, can do. So we'll grab the track and start it here. And drag it along. And pop it back in. There we go. Oh shit. My bad. Oh no, did I get it in there? Oh, it you know, right click closes out the menu. But if you go back to it, it saved what you were doing. Unless you hit unless you clear the planning. That's cool, I like that. Let's go ahead and buy that.
Excellent. However, your trains won't necessarily use the side track, as they generally always take the shortest route. For this reason, you also have to specify the direction of travel on each parallel track.
Okay, so now we put in
Now
some
open
signals.
building construction mode and set up a signal in the highlighted area pointing in the direction of the switch. Trains will then be able to stop here when the single track is in use.
Okay, so now we go to signals. And we want to make sure it goes that way. Okay, so shift and mouse wheel. Let's see. Oh, wait. Construct a stop signal. Construct a directional signal with shift. Okay. And change the direction. So, okay. So we want this one facing this way, telling anybody coming from the left to the right not to go down the other track.
Excellent. Now do the same on the parallel track, so that each parallel track has a different direction.
There we
Place
go.
a second signal in the highlighted area and block the track to trains coming from the opposite direction.
Like that.
Very good. I'm sure that it wasn't at all easy. You will soon come to realize that signals are an important aid in guaranteeing smooth rail operations. You will find more information and tips under Hints and Tips.
Oh, what's he got? What's this guy got? Oh, he's got beer. Oh, I like that.
Now assemble a new train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk so that the people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn.
Okay, so we just want to hit all 3 stations. Simple enough. So we're going to go to new train, add locomotive, and buy another Philadelphia. Done. Now we're going to set up the line. We're going to start at the farm. And he's going to deliver corn to Omaha, and then to Norfolk, and then head back. So let's set the load. What other options we got? Express only, freight only, manual, or automatic. We'll just leave it on automatic. And accept that.
Excellent. The corn farm will automatically make use of your train because the cities along your rail line are demanding corn. Conventional transportation is much more costly for the farm. We are still missing something. Locomotives wear out over time and need to be regularly maintained so they can perform their duties more reliably. For this purpose, there needs to be at least one maintenance building on each rail line where locomotives can be serviced if necessary. Construct such a maintenance building at your station in Omaha now. To do this, select the station itself and expand the station with this building.
Okay, so Omaha, select the station, construct a maintenance building for $80,000.
Right.
All right, there it is.
We've been lollygagging for long enough. I need to return to Washington for further miserable negotiations with our representatives of the people. I've written a task list for you. Take a look at it and complete the tasks within the given time period. Do not disappoint me.
Okay, so we've got our 2 trains going. And oh, I was gonna say, what is this guy doing? I think he was just stopped to unload, and now he's loading back up. Oh, we got a quarterly report. Oh, we made $65,000. Okay. Okay, so it just shows us the breakdown, mostly from freight, just a little bit from passengers. All the expense, well, most of the expensive was buildings, and then the construction of the lines. Cool. Maintenance was pretty low. Nice. Now let's close out of this. This train is on its way. And oh, and there's the other one. And there, okay, good, that's working. And it looks like he's got passengers and beer. Passengers, beer, and some mail. So he's got a mail car, that's cool. Alright, so what else we gotta do? Connect Omaha to North Platte. Connect Omaha to Cheyenne. Deliver 16 loads of cattle to Denver. Deliver 16 loads of meat to Cheyenne. Connect 150,000 people to your rail network. That's cool. Reach a population of 30,000 in Cheyenne. Connect Omaha to Rock Springs. Transport 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. Okay, so probably want to start at the north and connect Omaha to North Platte. Or Plate, I'm not sure which. What are these? The better a city is supplied with goods by rail, the faster it grows. Select the city dialogue and learn more about its requirements. If they are over 60%, the city can grow. Demand for imported cattle has been reduced as the maximum stock level has been reached. Same with beer. Oh, and that's just the little movie from earlier. Alright, so next there's some cattle, fruit, lumber, dog. Let's see. What is that? Clay? Clay, yeah, it's Clay. Pardon Penny, she gets excitable. Roo indeed. There's some people out they're painting my apartment building right now. And there's some people outside. Yeah, she would have just kept barking unless I opened the door and showed her the people outside. So that's what I just went to do. Okay, so here's North Platte. And here's Norfolk. And it looks like there is going to be a little bit of contour in here, but not too bad. Why don't we just... Here, give me the nub. And give me the nub over... Oh, you know what? I don't have a station over here. So, station. Do a small station. Could probably hit the whole town, no problem. Now, it looked before like if I just plopped it down in the middle, all the buildings just scooched off to the side. So let's test that again and put one, like, right here. Yeah, it just kind of rearranges things. That's nice. So you don't actually have to worry about the physical placement of the doodle too bad. So I think we'll just... I don't see any issue with that. 0% inclination. This is not enough to cause us any concern. Price is a third of our total doodle, but I think we should go ahead and do it.
That's finished.
Oh!
You're making
got a
progress.
bonus. So, that works. And, okay. The 100th meridian has been crossed. Transcontinental no longer a dream. So we got little... Chief... Carriage thief failure. A thief who stole a carriage in Omaha, Nebraska didn't get far. The 21-year-old failed to get the horses moving. After a wild chase, he couldn't get them back under control and the carriage overturned, delivering the thief into the long arm of the law. This is cute. I'm liking this game so far. I'm liking it. Okay, so what I'm going to do... let's go ahead and set up a rail line. No locomotive's been chosen. So let's find our train. This one goes from... Oh, we probably want this one. Because this one hits the farm and then each of these locations. So what we're going to do is... Is there a... Edit the... Okay, so right now it goes from Evans Farm to Omaha to Norfolk. And let's add on North Platte here. So what that'll be doing is that'll deliver corn to each of these stations as long as they demand it. And I've only got the one... This is the only area track where it's being shared, so that's just fine for now. So let's go ahead and save that one. Good. What do we got here? Building city stations in the center to attract as many passengers as possible. Okay. Build the train station as close as possible to industries to reduce loading time. Good to know. Alright, so what was next on my list of tasks? Connect Omaha to Cheyenne. Which is near the mountains, I think. Yeah. There we go. I gotta say, the graphics are nice. Nice and smooth, well optimized. So let's actually, how do I... There we go. Yeah, look at that. Even looking off into the distance with these mountains and the cities and, the weather effects, you can see the clouds are casting shadows. Straight 60 frames a second, no drops. It's really, really pleasant to look at. That's very nice. But anywho, so we're gonna go to Cheyenne next. This is a little tiny. This is the one that wants me to get the population up to like 30,000 people. So we're gonna do building station, small train station, just like before, and we'll just pop it into the center of town. No issue with that. Maybe I should have cocked it off to the side just a little bit, but let's get the track going. So this one definitely looks like there's going to be a fair amount of contours. Like, a straight line... Well, you know what? Look at that. A straight line's really not that bad. 150,000 with... Change the route of planned tracks. Before paying for new tracks, select track points and drag them to change the route. This allows you to vary the length and cost of tunnels and bridges. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I don't have... Can I... Oh, I can add in track points, so... I can add in a point and just... Yeah, juke them off to the side. Over and around stuff. Oh, that's really nice. I can make it a little bit cheaper by taking lower grades through this little salt. That looks like salt to me. Here, let's pop in another one here and see if we can't. That makes it a little bit worse, actually. Maybe pop it around like that. I really like that. That's a really slick methodology. It's really nice. So I don't think that's too bad. I mean, we're not trying to min-max this. The inclination is only about 1% across the line, so it's really not too bad. So let's go ahead and buy that. I got my bonus.
Those politicians in Washington get on one's nerves. But now let's get back to your tasks. As you can see, Cheyenne is still a little town hoping for an upswing caused by the railroad connection, but a city will only attract new inhabitants if it is supplied with enough goods.
A little people moving around.
Cities receive basic goods from the surrounding area. If you construct stations in the right places and establish rail lines, your trains will be used to transport goods and you will make profits for transportation. But for this, you have to know what goods a city actually needs. You can find out any city's current needs. Now select Cheyenne and view the city's demand for goods.
Okay, so that's going to be this button here.
As you can see, Cheyenne currently needs only a handful of goods, and you can only deliver goods that are in demand. As the city grows, it will demand further goods. At the moment, you can supply grain and wood. Both of these goods are available to the north of Cheyenne.
Okay, so let's see here. Grain, cattle, corn, wood, meat, beer, cotton, sugar, cloth, milk, veg. Oh, there's a ton of stuff. Oh, I love that. See, and we've got stock in the city, weekly demand. So there's a very slight demand for food, wood, meat, and beer. I like that. And forgive that little noise. They're working outside my apartment right now. Like I said, the dog was barking. Perfect time to record, I know, am I right? Let's see. So,
connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm and establish a new rail line that connects them both to Cheyenne.
Okay. Here, let's go to Cheyenne, or the station. Can we expand the station? So second track. Oh, I really wish the track would. Maybe I can fix. I could deal with that, I think. So what if we go to track construction? Oh, here, let's just, this will be easy. Let's just, oh, I don't want to demolish the whole thing. Set section of remove section of railway track. Oh, okay, so you could go like that, and then remove from there on. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I got a lot of money from bonuses that time. So what I wanted to do, let's delete from here to just like here. Boom. And then we'll just do this. Take this track, hook it up on that side there. Purchase it. And then why don't we? I wonder if I don't think we can get these with with one small one. Let's see here. No, definitely not. No, not gonna be able to do it with. I'd have to get a really big train station to be able to catch them both. But that seems pretty efficient now, don't it? Using one instead of multiples. So let's go ahead and do, and we'll move it down as far as we can. Brown preserve. All right, that seems fine to me. Track construction. Let's use just this outer one here. I see no issue with that. And what we're going to do is just connect it in right there like that. It's got a bit of an inclination, and we're digging through this mountain, but it's a really short section of track, and I've got the money, so I don't have an issue with that. And then what we do is the following applies to all train stations. The larger station, the shorter the loading and unloading times will be, and the more rail tracks are available. Okay, that's good to know. Get rid of that one. So it's pulling in corn and wood, so we're going to go ahead and buy a train, add locomotives, another Philadelphia, and then we set up a line, and we're just going to go from here to here, and that's it. Confirm.
Well done. The city will soon grow. You can see how well it is being supplied at any time in the city dialogue. Basically, a city will grow once its demands are sufficiently met. I think you have learned enough. Complete the rest of your tasks.
We've got a little bridge. That's cute. Oh, unrest in New York. Populace does not want to go to war. Flying guillotines. Cat gives birth in a nest. Bigfoot spotted in the Rocky Mountains. All right, cool. So let's just watch this go. Oh, they each got this little juke right there. It's kind of ugly, but that's okay. I gotta say, I'm very happy with this game so far. Doesn't seem that hard to pick up. Tutorial's nice and simple. Oh, did I just delete? Or no, I think they just... I don't think I deleted anything. I think it was being unloaded. Alright, so we delivered a bunch of corn. Let's see, information. So it should have stock in the cities. So maybe they just used it all. Oh, no, wait. Grain. Oh, I keep saying corn. We have grain and not corn. Blah. That makes more sense. So the next one will probably bring in... Maybe wonder if the next one will just grab lumber? Because they have a ton of corn there already. Grain. Grain? They have a ton of grain there. Let's see what he grabs. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I like it. Alright, let's take a look at our tasks. Alright, 1866, deliver 16 loads of cattle to Denver. Alrighty, so where is Denver? There's Denver right there. And they want cattle. And there is a cattle farm right here. I'm not dealing in cattle just yet. What we should probably do is go through and pop these off so they're not clogging up the user interface here. And there we go. Nice. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, the city grew. I like it. Inhabitants 20,000. Cool. Alright, good to know. So, I mean, I could do this with a separate line super easy. They just want some cattle. It would be really, really simple to just go, hey, put in a small train station right here. Facing Denver, go to Denver. Put in a small train station. Maybe go in the other shift. Because I don't want it pointing directly into the mountains. I want it going off to the perpendicular mountains. So, like, pop it in like that. And then what we'll do is we'll take a rail line and we'll just draw it out this way. Bit of a pricey one, 100,000. It is 238 kilometers long. A third of that is earthworks, but that's okay. I mean, it's really not that bad, and we have the money, so pay for that. And then we'll do the other thing. Train, add a locomotive, buy, close, set up a line from here to there. And we're going to want to make sure we have a supply tower on this line somewhere. And this guy doesn't ever have a supply. Well, will he need a supply tower? It's a really short jaunt. What do we put one in between Cheyenne and North Platte? And then up here, because this is like a terminus point, for me. Close this. Go ahead and construct a maintenance building here. Okay. That's a really big station for a little tiny area, but it meant building one station instead of multiple stations, so it was mostly just for the catchment area, which is fine. So let's take... So they are converting grain into beer. I love it. I love it. We have a brewery here, privately owned. So how can I... Thought there was... Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. The demand definitely went up. Because these were at 0.2 before, so the population must be increasing. It is. It's going up. Oh, and there's my train. And we do have passengers waiting to go. Express goods, list of destinations. So let's see here. There is a healthy amount of people who want to get between Denver and Cheyenne. So what we could always do is add in another line. And we're going to want to be doing the interior one here because this is kind of like the main line. Connect them. That is really pricey. And we're going to want to be bringing this in. Yeah, that's 10% of the cost if we do it that way. We shoot this off to the side just a little bit. Oh, I want to smooth this out a little. That's a little bit better. Oh, I really like these. Just grab the points and drag them. Really nice. Place that. There we are. Okay. Is that my train? Oh yeah, that's the train from above. I wonder, is there anything? Huh. Let's take a look. Let's see. Is where new train? Next train. Here we go. What is this little symbol? Express train? So this is an express train from Omaha to Norfolk. That's all it does. Let's go back and forth. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Random breakdown. That's unfortunate. Doesn't really have a lot of passengers, and I am going from here. Setting up warehouses? What is this? Can receive and dispatch goods. This means you could also build central good depots. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I like that. So you can have a lot of people come to one location, drop off stuff, and pick up other things. That's cool. So where are my other trains right now? So this one's in Omaha. Looks like, oh, he's picking up a lot of stuff. Passengers, corn, and meat. And he's moving on to Norfolk. Oh, and that looks like that one's repaired. I love this little bypass thing here. I think it looks cool. Why don't we take a look at these tasks? 16 loads of cattle today. I've not loaded any. Quarterly report. I'm down $800,000. Each locomotive also requires supply tower. Okay, so this route doesn't have one. I was wondering if they'd pick anything up in there, but they don't. So we're going to have to... Not a signal. Supply tower. Just throw that on there. Do that. And did I not set up a train? So you're heading to Norfolk. Random breakdown. Random breakdown. Slow due to missing equipment. Well, you're gonna hit the doodle soon. Factories, town. Oh, that's cool. Other buildings to build. Okay. Okay, let's let that go. See if it works correctly. Alright, so it looks like he's picking up the cat. Oh, yeah. Picked up the cattle, moving on to Denver. What if we... Here, you know what we could do? Here, let's change his line. And then he'll go to Cheyenne. And then back to Denver. So, go from the ranch to Denver to Cheyenne. Passengers back to Denver, then back to Kelly's ranch. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be super happy about sharing this train, but, you know, shit happens. Let's see how Denver does. Got leather? Leather for export. Okay. Yeah, and they want to go to Cheyenne. So that should work. Let's watch to make sure, though. A moo! So we're unloading. Now we're loading. Now we have meat. So they're probably going to deliver the meat to Cheyenne. What's this? Ooh, nice. Cheyenne has grown. Means we've delivered enough doodles to it. Oh yeah, and that was one of the goals too, is to grow the city. I like that. So we're just going to keep watching this, make sure it keeps running correctly. This is a nice little... It's a really short jaunt, but it's nice. And do I have a line that goes from North Platte to Cheyenne? I don't think I do. I don't think I ever built one. I got the line exists, but I don't think I actually have the train set up. All right, so you're going to pop in, drop off your meat. You're going to pop in, drop off your grain and your lumber. Nice. And then this should pick up passengers. Oh, he's being serviced. That's probably a good thing. Oh, he's bringing beer back. Okay, now we'll just disseminate the beer out amongst the population. Sounds good to me. Very nice. North Platte. Well, let's see. Are there a lot of people who want to get to Rapid City is the biggest in Norfolk? Okay. I think we're doing pretty good. What's the next city it wants us to hook up? Cattle to Denver, working on it. Meat to Cheyenne, working on that. Connect 150,000 people, working on that. Population Cheyenne, we're working on that. Connect Omaha to Rock Springs. Okay. So let's try to figure out where that is. If I could figure out how my... There's Rapid City. Doesn't want to... What's going on here? Camera doesn't want to doodle. Zoom. Why can't I can't pan now? Very strange. Santa Fe, Amarillo, Oklahoma, Dodge City, Wichita. It's Evans Farm. I don't know why the camera doesn't want to flatten out right now for some reason. Oh, you can speed up the game. That's cool. Miles, Billings, Rock Springs. There it is. Grand Junction. So, if we wanted to get over that way, yeah, that's going to take a little work. Well, we could start with a small train station in the town. Easy enough. Here, why don't we give it a little bit more of a horizontalness there. Okay. And then we'll just we'll do a direct connection to this one here. Or do we want to just do it there and have a like a switch? Because we could just... Oh, what is that actually? That's $1.2 million. Probably because of this little guy. And let's gotta go this way. Yeah, you can definitely cut the cost down if you fiddle with the doodle. Maybe it's a shift? No. I don't know, like smooth that out a little bit there. Trying to avoid the worst of the contours by giving them a little juke here and there. It's actually more well, we're still hitting the mountain here, that's why. We do it like that, avoid the mountains as best as possible, cuts the cost down
now you've
by
managed
most
to
of it.
cross the Great Plains. A masterpiece.
Ooh. Mountain Goat, I got an achievement. Chapter 1, connect Omaha to Rock Spring. Alright, cool. Union Pacific Railroad increases route strength. Oh, it's like a Harry Potter newspaper. New connections. 9 stations currently connected. I mean, I don't have anybody actually running those lines yet. This guy should finish up, I think, two of the tasks I got on there. Because he'll finish these 2 next time, I think. And when the population of 30,000, we're getting there. Transport 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. Okay, so that's going to be an express route. Ooh, made some profits. So let's see. Where did it want me to start? The music keeps like cutting out. It's throwing me for a loop here. Cheyenne. So that.
Yes, one more thing.
Right up here.
Your company has also a research department to help you unlock new locomotives and other innovations. Open the research dialogue to find out more about it.
Ooh.
Here you will find the advances that can be achieved in the current era. Advances from previous eras are usually already active, but what the future holds, we do not know.
Well, we got a new type of locomotive.
For each advance, you require innovation points, which you get automatically each month, and which can be increased in various ways. Now, take a look around here, and then unlock an innovation of your choosing. How about a new locomotive?
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh,
The citizens of Denver are
Oh.
impressed by the railroad.
The task completed. I was like, I haven't done anything. Oh, this one's fat. You need to unlock 3 more innovate. Okay. So I guess we'll do the number 51 dragon. Sounds cool. And why don't we set up the I guess we could set up the dragon for operating here. So what we'll do is buy a train. We'll do the number 51 dragon. It's pretty cool. Can we hire in? Nope, can't do that just yet. Water, oil, sand, condition. Oh no, I'm not replacing it. Okay, we already bought him. So set up a line from Cheyenne to Rock Spring. Just waiting for track clearance. That's fine. So he's got to be on this one.
Cheyenne will flourish
There we go.
thanks to you. And for each mile of track that we lay, we receive 10 square miles of land. The politicians have no idea of the value of the assets they're giving away, but that stays between us. My opponents say I'm lining my own pockets. These are, of course, hideous lies. And look at it this way. With the profits I'm making, I can invest much more. Jobs, jobs, jobs.
I think we're almost done. Cheyenne definitely seems like it's turning into a junction point for me. Oh, you know what? We don't have a supply tower on this. Just zoom in a little bit, somewhere in the middle. And there's not a lot of traffic on these lines, so I don't think it's necessary to do more bypasses. I could always increase the size of the station, but I don't think that's necessary either. It might be more useful to actually do something more like this. Trying to figure out how to make like a little doodle here. It'd have to just kind of squeeze off to the side a bunch, wouldn't it? What if we oh my. I was hoping to get it more. Oh yeah, like that. New record. Hits 55 kilometers per hour, the number 51 Dragon. I love it. So that
I have to wrangle with a lot of competitors, but if one person really gets on my nerves, then it's that Beatrix von Pomp. What? You haven't encountered her yet? Be glad. She takes everyone to the cleaners.
Okay. Complaining about your competition. Noted. So this guy's getting some maintenance or supplying up. Dragon's taking off. And heading out to Cheyenne. Population's growing still. Almost at 30,000.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Cheyenne is becoming a major railroad hub, and the credit is all ours.
Yeah, it's definitely become. You can see when you zoom out that a lot of my lines go into it. A third line would be useful, but right now it's not necessary. Not much going out, but a lot coming in. What do I have? Oh, I've got 120, so I could do this, but we don't have any employees right now, so I don't think that's terribly necessary, is it? What's this one? Standardized components reduce the purchase price of new locomotives by 30%. That's nice. So what's left on the task list? Connect 150,000 people to your rail network. That's almost done as the population grows. That'll go up. Transport 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. That one is, well, you're just waiting on that one too. Looks like we're almost done here. I have enjoyed my time with this so far. Alright, how many did we just get on that one? I don't think it was that many. No, one more trip will do it.
Do you know that many people call the vast stretch of land between the Mississippi and California the Great American Desert? Those fools. Once my railroad has opened everything up, the value of these lands will go through the roof.
I'm sure they will. So I added this one on so that it could use the other section of track in case this one's busy. Don't necessarily see that being a problem though. And whoop, $32,000. Well, it's a bigger load than it took out last time. I think last time it only took 3 cars. Why don't we actually watch this one? Let's do a ride along. Ride along's cute. So move camera. Oh, nice. Toggle camera position. Oh my. Oh, so we got left, we got right, backwards, and forwards. Woo. That one kind of gives me vertigo a little bit. The track's going by so quickly like that. That's cool, though. I like that. And that Well, we're almost to the doodle here. The supply tower where they're gonna stop. Now let's speed this up. Oh no, they just went right by it. They're good. Got enough research points? No, I don't. I need 300. I need 60 more. So they want...
Progress is enormous.
Chapter success.
The far west is no longer so far away anymore, and the people are slowly realizing that trade helps create prospering cities. We still have a long way to go, but the Transcontinental Railroad is coming.
Cool. Very nice. Completed the tutorial.
In spite of all the challenges, the Union Pacific Railroad managed to cross the endless expanses of the Great Plains and conquer the merciless slopes of the Rocky Mountains.
These cutscenes are really slow, though.
The Pacific Railroad approached from the west, but the winter of 1868 brought all work to a standstill. The two lines lay just a few hundred miles across from each other, in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. The dream of the first transcontinental railroad seemed to be within touching distance, but was buried by house-high masses of snow and blown away by icy snowstorms, a dream that had begun almost 4 decades before.
Oh, so it looks like we got ratings here. And I ranked president, but that was the tutorial, so I don't think I get to toot my horn too terribly much. But that is it for the first chapter, everybody. I'm going to be calling this episode 0, or the tutorial, on my playlist. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, or if you're just watching this to figure out how to play the game, I hope you have learned something. Stick around for the next chapter, and I will see all of you guys next time.